Hello friends, good morning. Please confirm, is my voice is audible to you? Please confirm through chat window. Yeah, Manoj, good morning. Yes, Manoj, is my voice is audible to you? Yes. One more person, Jay Kumar Munswami. Is my voice is audible? Yeah, very good morning. Yeah. Shall we start the session? Please confirm. Shall we start the session? Yes. Yeah. So, good morning. This is Prakash from Durgasoft. So, I have almost 11 plus years of experience in the technologies area of Java, Python, UI technologies, Linux, Unix in that environment. So, today completely we are going to start a new weekend batch on Python programming. So we are going to start a new batch on Python programming, the two on weekends. So now we will see some demo session on this programming language, that is Python programming language. Now, sir, I want to give few minutes introduction regarding this Python programming language. So I am going to split this particular word into three terminologies. The first one is nothing but the language, and the second one is nothing but programming, and the third one is nothing but Python. Let me give the definition of these three. Let me give the definition of these three. Then we will enter into actual concepts. So now consider language. What is meant by this language? So very simple. A language is nothing but it is a communication medium. It is nothing but a communication medium. Suppose best example. Sir, consider just a minute. Yeah, consider I have there are three types of communications possible. Suppose consider a person is there. So now this person wants to communicate with another person. This first person wants to communicate with another person. Sir, in this case, compulsory something is required to communicate first person with the second person. This requirement is nothing but something like communication. Maybe if the first person knows Telugu or Tamil or English or Hindi, then only he can able to communicate with the other person. So in this case, the first person and second person both has to have minimum knowledge on the language. So second case of communication is nothing but, sir, consider I have a mission, either it may be laptop or mobile or any electronic device. Sir, this electronic device is communicating with another electronic device. This electronic device is communicating with another electronic device. So this is also called as a kind of a communication medium. So first mission is sharing some information to the second mission, and second mission can receive some information, and simultaneously this second mission also can share the data. So this is also a possible communication medium. The third type of communication. Sir, before going to the third type, So first type of communication is possible, no issues at all. In the second type also it is possible. A mission happily can communicate with another mission using wired technology or wireless technology. Happily, those two systems can share the information. But but the third scenario is very difficult. Sir, a person communicating with the electronic device. We know the electronic device is an ideal device. So until the instructions are coming from the programmer, it won't interact. Sir, this communication is highly impossible. The reason is, so a machine can understand only two words, that is 0 and then 1. That is binary code. But a mission can't communicate directly with the mission. I mean, a person can't communicate directly with the mission. So for this requirement, definitely we need extra tool. We need extra tool. So what is this tool? Is called as this tool is called as a programming language. A programming language. Using this programming language only, this particular person happily he can communicate with the mission, and the mission will give response to the mission. I mean person, by using this intermediate software. This software is called as a programming language. So generally, this is the three type of communication mediums which we have. So person to person there is no issue, mission to mission there is no issue, but when a person communicating with the mission, it is highly impossible to communicate. For this, we are bringing a new medium in between these two, which is nothing but a programming language. So this programming language acts as a interface between a human being and then mission. So the instructions which is giving by this particular human being will be converted into mission understandable format and it will execute. So this is nothing but the scenario. Up to this, any doubts? Please confirm. Up to this, any doubts? Yeah. So please keep on responding. Okay. Yes. Okay. Jay Kumar, any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Yeah, fine. So this is nothing but the first thing that is nothing but a language. It is nothing but a communication medium. Sir, what is programming? What is programming? It is an interface between so human and mission. Sir, if you want to provide any instructions, if you want to provide any instructions, so then happily you can provide the instructions and those instructions will be executed by the machine. Then, sir, what is meant by Python? So Python is a general purpose, high-level programming language. General purpose, high-level programming language. So there are different types of programming languages are there. So broadly, it is classified into low-level programming languages and high-level programming languages. So there are two classifications. One is a low-level programming, and second one is nothing but high-level programming. Sir, C++, these two are best example for low-level programming, whereas coming to the high-level, Java, Python, etc. So these are best example for high-level programming languages. Sir, what is the reason? Very simple. These programming languages are directly interacting with the memory management, anything, external activities, everything will take care by the programming itself in the case of high level. But if you take low level languages, everything we have to do manually. So for this, let me give one simple analogy. So what is that simple analogy? Is nothing but, sir, consider reading of data in C programming. Sir, how can we read the data in C programming? Sir, assume there is one function with name scanf. I hope you are familiar with this. So scanf ampersand x, which will read the data in C language. So same, if you want to read the data, reading of data in Java. If you take the reading of data in Java, sir, very simple. Just we have to take like this: x is equal to object dot next int. Sir, forget about the syntaxes. All these things we will cover. Sir, reading of data in Python. Sir, how can we read? Very simple. X is equal to so int of input. That's all. Sir, if you observe in these three, that is how to read the data in C language and how to read the data in Java and how to read the data in Python. If you observe these three, then you can observe two things. You can observe two things. What is that? The things are nothing but observe here. Just a minute. Yeah, you can observe three things. So first thing, here manually you have to give what type of data we are reading, and you have to provide memory address by using this operator called ampersand. So whenever you are giving ampersand, then it indicates that manually you are giving something to store the value in the memory location. So ampersand is a tool which is used to fetch the memory location. Similarly, so what type of data we are pushing, all these things we have to mention in the C language, that is low level activity. Whereas coming to the Java, there is no ampersand symbol. Memory related issues will be taken care internally by the Java. That's why simply our task is to read the data and push the data into the required variable. That's all. So even in Python, read the data from the programmer or user, push that data into the variable. That's all. Sir, where it is going to store, what is the name of memory location, and how the internally memory organization has taken place, all these things are not required. So this is nothing but about reading of data from different programming languages. Just I am trying to explain what is the difference between low level and then high level. Python program comes under high level category. Any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Yeah, okay. Now, so coming to the next one. Coming to the next one. So Python is general purpose and high level. Just now I explained what is the meaning of high level programming, and let me take general purpose. Sir, how can you say Python is a general purpose programming language? Now listen carefully, just a minute. Yeah, Python is general purpose programming language. Sir, how can you say it is a general purpose? Sir, no problem. We can develop desktop applications, we can develop web applications. So desktop applications, web applications, okay. You can develop games, okay. You can develop gaming applications, etc. In n number of activities, Python is a regular programming language. So nowadays, if you take data science or data analytics or any other course, so compulsory you should have a minimum programming language. So this is the reason why I'm saying Python is a general purpose programming language. So general purpose programming language means regularly we are using this Python. So a Python is nothing but a general purpose and high level programming language. So we can use Python everywhere, and Python instructions are very high level instructions. Internal things no need to take care. Any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Yeah. So now, so this is about, just I provided only few informations for you. That is, yeah, Python programming language. What is meant by language, and what is meant by programming, and what is the meaning of this Python? Just I have given a conclusion of these three words. Now let me ask a few questions and we will continue. Sir, what is my question is, observe here. Do you have any programming idea? Any programming idea? Any programming language? Yes, please confirm. Do you have any programming background? Yes. If yes, please give me the language name. Yes, Manoj, C language. Yeah. Yes. Jay Kumar, which programming language? Yes, Manikanta. Yeah, she has, and then Java. Very good. It's Manikanta. Yeah. So if you have any programming language idea, make sure 90% happily you can learn the Python. 90% you can learn the Python. But if you don't have any idea about the programming language, so if you don't have any idea, any programming language, if you don't know any programming language, make sure you can get 100% of Python. The reason is, so Python is that much easy programming language. Sir, I don't know anything about the programming language. Don't worry. As a beginner happily you can start doing programming by using this Python. So it is a beginner level programming language, no issues. But if you know any programming language, then make sure somewhat confusion will be there in terms of syntaxes, all these things that we will take care, no issues. So now just I am going to give a basic introduction to the Python. Sir, already I have given a clear point about Python is nothing but it is a general purpose. It's a general purpose and high level programming language. So high level programming language. So I hope you know about this particular point. And the second point is nothing but, sir, it requires very less code while writing the program, while writing the Python program. Sir, no need to concentrate on big instructions. So the instructions will be very small when compared with the remaining programming languages like C, C++, Java. Python instructions are very easy. So we can use the word, it is having less instructions. So I'm taking this as a concise code. Concise code means very less instructions will be there in the Python. So you can take any Python program. If the same program is implemented in C, C++, Java, and if you take the same program in Python, definitely we can give assurance that the Python code, the number of instructions will be very less. So one more point is nothing but library. Library support is there. A big library support is there in Python. Sir, even Java, C programming also going to provide library support, but 100% you can utilize this library support in the Python. 100% we can get the library support from Python. Then, sir, who introduced this Python? Who introduced this Python? So do you know one famous person called Guido van Rossum? Guido van Rossum. He is the founder of Python. Guido van Rossum developed Python programming language. Okay, so in which year it has been developed? So the official date date of birth of the Python is nothing but, do you know, 20th February 20th February 1991 is the official date of birth of Python. And one more point, I already covered this. So Python is recommended as a first programming language for beginners. Sir, if any person is new to Python, then we can suggest this Python as a first programming language for the beginner. It is a first programming language as a beginners. So Python is having one beautiful approach, that is, it is dynamically dynamically typed programming language. Dynamically typed programming language. Later, I will explain with respect to the program, sir, how it is dynamically typed. Just I want to give few points related to this Python. So this is nothing but the thing which I want to deliver for you. Sir, first point, it is a general purpose and high level programming language. Sir, if you take the instruction, small activities no need to take care. Then the number of instructions in Python is very less. If you take any application, the number of instructions will be very small. We can say that it is having very less code, that is concise code. Sir, rich set of library support is there for Python. Even if you take some other programming languages also, it is having library support. But here in Python, we can achieve 100% library support. Who developed Python? Guido van Rossum. He is the founder of Python programming. And if you take the official date of birth of Python is nothing but 20th February 1991. It is nothing but the official date of birth. Then, sir, Python is recommended as a first programming language for the beginners. Sir, if any person is trying to learn Python at the beginning, then we can give it as a first programming language. Then it is a dynamically typed programming language. So what is meant by this dynamically typed programming language? With respect to program, I will explain. But as of now, very simple point, based on our requirement, the type will be decided automatically. No need to declare the type. Do you know in the C language, if you want to declare any variable, we are going to write like this: integer x is equal to 10. So which indicates 3 points. First one is nothing but the type of data. Second one is nothing but the variable name. Third one is nothing but the assignment operator. Fourth one is nothing but the value which you are going to store. And the fifth one is nothing but semicolon. Let me divide into three parts. Sir, int, which represent which type of data type you are using. Second, x is nothing but, you can say, it is a variable name. It is nothing but a variable name. So third part is nothing but equal to, so which is used for assignment purpose, okay. Then fourth part, so 10, it is nothing but something like a constant value, or sometimes we can use it as a literal. So what about fifth one? Semicolon. We know this semicolon is very famous in C, Java, all these things. So it is acting as a terminator, or we can say end of instruction. If any instruction is ended, we can indicate by using this particular terminator. So this is the syntax which we are following in C, C++, and Java. But if you take Python, how we are going to write is nothing but very simple. Only three lines. What is the first? I mean, three parts. What is the first thing is nothing but x. X indicate variable name. X indicate variable name. Sir, what about equal to? So equal to is nothing but it is same assignment operator. Then third one is nothing but a 10. Sir, what is that 10? So it is nothing but a constant. It is nothing but a constant value. That's all. So rest of the things, so semicolon is not required. Mainly you have to concentrate. Data type is not required. Sir, based on the value which you are assigning, suppose if I am assigning 10, then type will be considered as integer. Sir, if you are giving 10.5, then type will be considered as a floating point. So like that, depends on your data, automatically the type will be decided. So this feature is called as dynamically typed programming language. Don't worry, I will show the example program also for this so that you can understand clearly. So this is the things what I want to cover as a first topic in our session. So any doubts up to this, please confirm, then we will move for the programming. Any doubts up to this? Yeah, fine. So let me go with some programming terminology so that you can understand it clearly. So I want to implement a program. So to print. So hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. This is the message I want to print on the screen. So for this requirement, I will take different programming languages implementation for your understanding purpose. What is the first programming language is nothing but so program to print a hello, good morning message program to print hello good morning message using C language. Sir, I will take C language to implement this program. Similarly, I will go with C++ programming language to implement the same program. I mean, so to implement the same concept, and I will use Java to implement the same requirement. And also, I will go with Python and finally, okay, so that you can feel difference, sir, which is very easy, so first I want to go with to print hello message on the screen by using this C programming. Sir, as of now, so let me go with online compilers. That will be very easy for us. So there is an online compiler with name Jodel. You can open this online compiler, so where you can practice your programs in online. You can practice your programs in online. Okay, just a second, let me increase the font size so that it will be visible for you. Yeah, please confirm, is my screen is visible to you? Please confirm. Yeah. Sir, now I want to write a program. Sir, what is the first step? We know whenever we are taking C language, the first step is nothing but hash include stdio.h. Then you have to take integer main, Unix style integer main. Then within this, just there is a function called printf. Sir, what is our requirement? Our requirement is to print. Our requirement is to print. So hello, good morning. This is the message I want to print. Just copy paste that and ends with semicolon, and I'm going to perform return 0. That's all. This is a simple C program. Once if you click on execute button, this output will be executed on the screen. You can see the output is nothing but hello good morning. So this is the way how can we write for this requirement in C programming. Definitely Python is going to provide very easy support for this. Sir, please confirm, is there any doubt in this C language implementation? Please confirm. Yeah. Sir, now I am moving for the second implementation, that is program to print the same message by using C++. Sir, let me take C++ code. Let me take C++ code. Sir, no problem. Even this editor will support C++ also. So this is nothing but our editor. Okay. Just a minute. Better I will open the same panel. Yeah. You can choose C++ editor here also. So it supports different programming languages. Just I am clicking on C++. Yeah, this is nothing but the C++ editor. Sir, let me remaining things as it is. Just I will try to change the content of main method. I will try to change the content of main method. Sir, how can we print the message? Simple. There is one function called cout. We have to use this cout function to fulfill our requirement. Sir, what is the requirement? To print hello good morning. That's all. Just copy paste your message on these double quotations and click on execute. We will get the answer. So hello good morning is nothing but the answer. So this is the way how can we implement the same program by using C++. By using C++, this is nothing but our code. So please confirm, any doubts up to this? Yeah, fine. Sir, now I am going to implement the same program by using Java. Sir, by using Java programming, I want to implement the same requirement. Sir, how can we do this? Sir, very simple, very simple. Even here also it is going to provide support for Java. Java compiler is also available with us. Just let me take Java compiler. Even you can practice this in the mobile. That much facility is there in this editor. Okay, yeah. So this is nothing but the complete story about Java and system.out. So println of system.out.println of. Let me copy paste our requirement. Let me copy paste our requirement. This is nothing but our requirement. That's all. Sir, what is mean by public and what is mean by my class and what is mean by class? Everything we have to understand. Then only writing a Java program will become possible. Now, if you click on execute, so have you observed we got a hello, good morning, hello, good morning. Okay, so this is nothing but the programming requirement in Java. Okay, any doubts up to this? Okay, now I will write the same program implementation using Python. Observe very clearly, just I will copy our requirement. Same, I'm moving for online editor. I'm moving for online editor and I will choose my code as Python. Sir, in Python there are two versions are there, Python 2 and Python 3. Let me take Python 3. Our syllabus is also going to explain about Python 3 only. So print off. Sir, here I am taking hello, good morning. Just if you click on execute button, your answer will be there. Hello, good morning. So this is nothing but how to implement the same program by using Python. Sir, how I hope you got clear idea how can we print hello, good morning message in the C language. Sir, total 5-6 lines are required. Sir, in C++ also minimum 6 lines are required. Even in Java also minimum 4 to 5 lines are required. Have you observed in Python it is very easy. Hope the thing is very clear for you. Please confirm up to this do you have any doubts? Up to this do you have any doubts? Yes, please respond everyone. Yeah. Sir, from this I'm going to give a simple note. Python instructions are Python instructions are very easy to understand. Understand. And just it is like a English statements. And just it is like a English statements. So Python instructions are very easy to understand. Second one, it is just like a English statements. Sir, if you take C programming, if you take C programming, the output message you can display by using a function called printf. So we have to depends on this printf function just to display the output. So if you take C++, then we have to depends on cout. Okay. Then if you take Java, then system.out.println. This is the statement which you have to take. But have you observed if you take Python, then the statement is nothing but just to print. Okay, so if anyone is asking, if the beginner as a fresher, if anyone wants to learn the programming in C language, then we have to explain what is the meaning of this printf. What is the meaning of this printf? Sir, print means we know, print f means we have to tell it as a function and we have to give a complete information about the function. Then only that particular person can understand what is the meaning. Then in the case of C++, we have to explain this cout concept. At the same time, we have to give a complete information regarding this double less than symbol, which is nothing but insertion operator. Then even in Java, if you are trying to explain the first program, then the students can't understand that what is mean by system and what is mean by out and what is mean by this print ln. Sometimes they may get confused in the case of ln. So is it ln or slash n? Like that, it is always a big confusion. But do you know, if you take Python, the instruction is very clear and just like it is an English programming language. Have you observed print? Anybody can understand the meaning of this statement. So within double quotations, if you are taking anything, that will be printed on the screen. So that is nothing but the meaning. Okay, so up to this, any doubts, please confirm. Yeah, please, I request everyone to respond. Yes, Nishant, Manikanta, Manoj, Jaykumar. Yeah, fine. So till now, I discussed only three things. What is the first thing, sir? What is mean by Python programming language? Just I divided that word into three parts, and I have given a clear clarity on language, programming, and Python. Then second thing which we discussed in today's session is nothing but, sir, I have given some small introduction to the Python. Sir, what is the exact definition of Python? What is the advantages of Python? Who developed the Python and when, in which year it has been developed, and why it is recommended as a first programming language? And there is one hidden feature is there, dynamically typed programming language. This is the second thing which we discussed. And third thing is nothing but, so we have implemented a small program to print hello good morning message on the screen using different programming languages. Like I covered the program in C, I covered the program in C++, I covered the program in Java also. So now so let me go with one more program. What is a program is nothing but program to calculate so factorial of the given number. So this is nothing but my requirement. I want to write a program to calculate factorial of the given number. So this is my requirement. So as of now I will implement the program to calculate factorial using Java. Using Java I will implement, and using Python I will implement. So observe a bit clearly. So I am going to implement the program in Java as well as Python. So first I will take Java program, then I will go with Python. Just a minute. So I hope we know how to calculate factorial of the given number. It is very easy task, but internally we have to understand the concept clearly. Okay, so just a minute. So if you are taking any programming language, then you have to implement manually. So how to calculate factorial of the given number? So compulsory business logic must be required. Business logic must be required to do this program. Now let me implement the program in Java. Okay, so just I am going for the online editor. Just a minute. Just let me go with, yeah. Meanwhile I will open the Python editor also in the second tab. Yeah, see here how I am going to implement in Java. So public class, my class, public static void main. Here I have to write our business logic. So what is my business logic is nothing but system dot out dot println of. So have you observed I am taking fact of 5. So it is going to return factorial of the number 5. Sir, fact where it is defined. Java does not support inbuilt facility for this. We have to write our code. Sir, I am taking a program which will return, I'm taking a function which will return factorial of the given number n. Sir, forget about the code, I'm just to implement the program. Sir, for int f is equal to 1, I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, okay, I plus plus, and f is equal to f into I. Just I am going to return the value of yes. That's all. Only 3 lines of code. Just I implemented. Okay. Now, can you please tell what is the answer that you have to get? Factorial of the given number. Please confirm what is the answer that you are expecting. Yes. What is a 5 factorial? You. Please confirm. Yes. Good. Once if you click on execute button, see what will happen. Just a minute. Undefined variable f. So we have to declare separately. I think so. Better to declare separately because it is inside the block, right? That's why it is getting error. Yeah. Have you observed the answer is nothing but 120? Yes, the answer is nothing but 120. So this is the program style which you have to take in Java. Okay, complete minimum. Have you observed here 14 lines of the code we have taken? Sir, if you take the same thing in Python, if you take the same implementation in Python, how we can calculate? So very simple, print off. Okay, so factorial of 5, factorial of 5. So just we have to perform few modifications. What is the first modification is, sir, it is available in a module called math, and we have to import that math module to your program. Then if you click on execute, the answer which you are going to get is 120. Sir, I want a factorial for 6. No problem. If you click, then we will get 720. Like this, you can calculate factorial of the given number within 1 or 2 steps. So this is nothing but we can say how easy Python programming is. So if you take the same implementation in Java, minimum 14 to 15 lines are required. But if you take the same program in Python, within 2 lines, I got the solution. So which indicates that, okay, which indicates that this is the code, which indicates that there is a rich set of library support is there in Python. So internal functions are there to perform these activities. Internal functions are there to perform these activities. Yeah, please confirm any doubts up to this. Hope you understood. Just I explained one more program to calculate factorial of the given number. Okay. Yeah. Now, so let me go with one more scenario. Let me go with one more scenario. Sir, I am taking swapping of two numbers. Swapping of two numbers. Okay. So swapping of two numbers program. Program to swap two numbers. I hope you know about this swapping logic. Okay. Swapping means just interchanging. Just interchanging. Sir, I will implement the program to swap two numbers using Java. I will implement the program using Java. At the same time, I will implement the same program by using Python. I will take both programming languages and you can see which is very easy. So Python program to swap two numbers, Java program to swap two numbers. Listen carefully. Again, I'm moving for online editor. I'm taking Java. So first thing what I'm going to do is just I will declare two variables. So integer a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. So before going for the logic, I'm trying to print the value of a and b. A is equal to plus a and b is equal to plus b. Like this I am taking. So this is nothing but before swapping. Before swapping. Then you have to write our logic here. We have to write our logic here. Then I am printing after swapping. After swapping, what is the result? So what is the logic is nothing but you need to take a temporary variable. First we need to hold the value of a in that temporary, then move the value of b into that a, then you have to convert p value into b. That's all. If you execute these three instructions, automatically the values will be interchanged. Automatically the values will be interchanged. Let me click on execute. I hope you can see these. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. After performing swapping logic, we got a is equal to 20 and b is equal to 10. So this is nothing but how we are going to implement in Java. So if you take the same program in Python, see how much easy it is. Just a minute. So here also I am taking a comma b is equal to 20 comma 30. In a single line you can take, no issues. So print off. Sir, I want to print like this. A is equal to just comma a, okay, and b is equal to just you can take comma b. That's all. Okay, this is nothing but before swapping. Sir, after swapping, just we need to write our logic here. We need to write our logic here. Sir, a comma b is equal to just b comma a. That's all. Have you observed? Very simple instruction. You have to take a comma b is equal to b comma a. Once if you click on execute button, see what will happen. A is equal to 20 and B is equal to 30. Immediately A is equal to 30 and B is equal to 20. So like this, the values got interchanged. The values got interchanged. Any doubts up to this? Please confirm. This is the way how to swap two numbers. Please confirm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. So within very short code we can take. Okay. So A comma B is equal to B comma A. Very simple instruction. How beautifully Python is going to be implemented. So this is nothing but one of the advantage with respect to the Python. Still like this, so many advantages are there. So many advantages are there. Using that happily we can implement the programs. Any doubts up to this? I hope I explained the three programs. Okay. So printing of hello message and printing of factorial and swapping of two numbers. Okay. Programmatic example I covered. Okay. Then, sir, still I will explain three more programs. Still I will explain three or four programs. But before that, let me have one small theoretical concept. What is that theoretical concept? Is nothing but listen carefully. Sir, why name Python? Sir, why they have chosen the name as Python? Sir, maximum people are going to feel Python is nothing but a big snake. Like that, maximum people are going to feel. But make sure it is not a snake. So, Gudio van Rossum. Gudio van Rossum. So he developed Python. Okay, in the year 22 1991. Sir, why he has taken the name Python is nothing but there is a circus, famous circus comedy show is there. The name of the show is nothing but the complete okay the complete the complete Monty's Python flying circus. There is a circus with name complete Monty's Python flying circus. Okay, so it was telecasted as a comedy show in BBC. So from I think 1969, yeah, 1969 to 1974. So in between these years, so that particular show was very popular. So I hope Gudio is very interested towards this particular circus show. That's the reason he took the name called Python from that and he developed. Okay, then sir, which companies are using Python? Sir, which companies are using Python? So for this I can able to tell only one answer. Sir, almost all the companies at least in one or two modules they are going to use Python. At least one or two modules they are going to implement by using Python. Sir, with this knowledge I want to show one small image for you. Just observe a bit who developed Python, that particular uh, founder image I want to show for you. Yes, please confirm. Is the image is visible on the screen? Just a minute, it is populating. Yeah, yeah. Is the image is visible? Yes. So he is the founder of Python, Gudio van Rossum. Gudio van Rossum. He is nothing but the founder of Python programming language. Then just one more image is there with me. See here, this is nothing but the complete Monty's Python flying circus. This is the circus name. Okay, this is the circus name. So from which he extracted the word called Python. He extracted the word called Python. So then one more image is there with me. See clearly, just it indicates top companies which are using Python as your programming languages. Have you observed Amazon? Okay. Then IBM company, NASA, Nokia, okay, YouTube, Glassdoor, then Netflix, okay, online OTTs, okay, almost Facebook, Instagram, okay, everywhere, just minimum one or two modules are implemented by using this Python program. Minimum one or two modules are implemented by using this Python. Any doubt up to this? Please confirm. Yeah. So coming to our story. So the next terminology what I want to explain is nothing but the Python versions. So how many versions are there in Python? How many versions are there in Python? Sir, very simple. There are three versions. The first one is nothing but Python 1.x. Okay. Second one is nothing but Python 2.x. And the third version is nothing but Python 3.x, where x indicates updation. Maybe 1.2, 1.3 like that. Sir, almost Python 1.x is ended. We are not at all using this Python 1. And the validity of Python 2.x is 31st December 2020. It is already gone. Okay, from now onwards, so anyone should not use this particular Python 2.x versions in their projects. Okay, up to now they can use, but after 31st December they should not include Python 2 projects. Okay, then if you take Python 3.x, so in this it is a current trending. Sir, in this Python 3.1 is there, like that up to 9 versions are there. So that is 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8 and 3.9. So total how many Python third versions are available means 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 4, 5, 6 up to 9. So 3.9 versions are there. Yeah. Nishant is asking one doubt. Why like that, sir? Why we can't use? Yeah, there are some drawbacks in Python 2.x. Okay, so if you take Java, lower version programs can be easily you can implement in higher versions. Suppose if you take the Java program in 1.5, same program happily you can execute on Java 14th version. But do you know Python 2.x programs we can't implement, we can't write, we can't execute in Python 3.x. Complete scenario is different. So the syntaxes, even the syntaxes are changing from 2.x to 3.x. Forget about 1.x, it is the beginning trial version only. But 2.x up to certain level it is good. But Python 3.x, two things are there which is giving much confidence for 3.x Python. What is that? 2 point is nothing but the first point, because Python is interpreted programming language. If any programming language is supporting interpreting, then that much performance report you can't expect. But in Python 3.x, they have enhanced the performance improvement programs by using JIT compilers. I will explain later about that. Then one more tool why Python 3.x is very much important is nothing but syntaxes. Do you know Python 2.x syntaxes is a bit complex, but 3.x syntax are very easy. So because of these advanced concepts, people are looking alwards towards third version of Python. Okay, I hope Nishant, your doubt got clarified. Don't worry, I will explain that interpreted in the next coming sessions. Yeah, because a big story is there. So this is about Python versions history. You may ask, sir, what is the difference between one version to another version? Definitely, definitely, there are multiple advantages are there. Sir, with respect to small program, I want to demonstrate a program for you. What is that program is nothing but, sir, I want to explain a small program in 3.5 version and in 3.6 version. Sir, I want to explain a small program in 3.5 and 3.x. Sir, if you take that program in 3.5, it will show it is invalid. Sir, if you take the same program in 3.6, it will show it is a valid. So that means version to version, you can observe what is the enhancements. So what is that is nothing but example I will take. Listen carefully. Sir, in general, if you want to take any money value or if you want to take any integral values, yeah, Jay Kumar, definitely I will give. So if I'm taking 1000, if I want to take 1000 like this, it is our general representation of writing this 1000 is nothing but we will write like this, separated by comma. Just we are going to, just we are going to differentiate, just we are going to differentiate the numbers separating with the comma. What Python decided to introduce underscore symbol in between the digits. So 1_000, which indicates a 1000 value. It is not always recommended to take like this, but there is a facility. You can separate digits with this underscore. This underscore separation digits came in 3.6 version. It is came in 3.6 version. So until that, if you are taking underscore, then it is invalid. Let me execute with small code. So observe here, I'm taking this program in my online editor. Sorry, not in online editor. I will take in my system, local machine. Just click on this and you can go with others. And I'm going choosing Python and I'm clicking on OK. So here, observe just I will write a small demo program. So print off. Okay. So hello world. Like this, I'm taking the first program. We have to save the program after editing. You have to save the program, and I'm saving the program in D drive and Python folder. Let me give the first program name as demo.py. .py is mandatory. .py is mandatory, which indicates that it is a Python program. So .py indicates it is a Python program. So after saving with demo.py, just click on OK. Your file got saved. So how can we run the program? How can we run the program? Just to open the command prompt, and here you have to run the program. Sir, how can I run the program? It is, I think so. Yeah, now it is visible. Yeah, so we need to shift to the corresponding directory. Sir, in which directory it is saved? You can see in D drive in Python folder. Now we have to shift to D drive and you have to move towards Python. Okay, don't worry, I will explain how to install all these things. Don't worry at all. Okay, now sir, py is the command which is used to execute your Python program. So py space, what is the file that we have given? Demo.py. If you are taking py space demo.py and if you press enter, immediately your output is going to be displayed like hello world. Okay, so as of now we got one important note. What is that note? Is nothing but sir, commands used in execution. Sir, what are all the commands we used? Sir, first command is nothing but so py space file name dot py. So this is the command used to execute your Python file. Used to execute your Python file. Okay. Yeah, Jay Kumar, I will address your question. Please wait. Second command, sir, I want to execute my Python program in 3.5 version. How can you execute? Sir, very simple. py hyphen 3.5 hyphen file name. Sir, I want to execute my demo.py program. I want to execute my demo.py program in which version? 3.5 version. Just if you click on execute, have you observed the answer is nothing but hello world. Sir, same program I want to execute in 3.6. I want to execute in 3.6. Same output we will get. So let me give this py hyphen 3.5. So demo.py. This is the command which we saw. Okay, so it executes demo.py program in 3.5 version. In 3.5 version it will execute. So next time py hyphen 3.6 demo.py. So what will happen? So it executes demo.py program. So in which version? 3.6 version. In 3.6 version. Sir, first of all, can you please know what are all the versions installed in my machine? Sir, for that there is a command Python -0 py -0. It will list out what are all the what are the Python versions installed on my machine. Here you can see 3.9 version is there, 3.6 version is there, 3.5 version. These three versions are installed in my system. What is the default version it is taking? 3.9. So what is the next command? Py space -0. So which list out installed Python versions in our machine. Okay, so these are the comments which we have discussed till now. Any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Please confirm. Any doubts? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Sir, now I will rewrite the program. Observe clearly. Sir, just now I explained x is equal to x is equal to 1000 I am taking, y is equal to 2000 I am taking. Sir, I want to separate by using underscore. No problem, you can take underscore, and I am trying to calculate addition of these two. I saved the program. Observe here, if you execute the program in 3.5 version. Sir, I am executing the program in 3.5 version. Have you observed? We got error message saying syntax error, invalid syntax. Same thing, same program. I am not modifying any code in the program. If you execute in 3.6, you will get the result. So this is nothing but a small change with respect to the version. Any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Yeah, I hope you understood clearly. Okay. Now, yeah. So Jay Kumar asked one doubt. Sir, please, may I know widely used IDE for Python programming? There are different IDEs are available. Different IDEs are available. So first we will go with online editors. Just for a beginner, first you have to do the programs in online editors. That part I covered in the first itself. Okay, there is one beautiful tool is available. So if you want, I will share the link also. Don't worry. So this is nothing but the link where you can practice your programs. Not only this link. So there are n number of IDs are available in online. Okay, you can use this and you can practice the programs. Yeah. Then, sir, you can use your own mission. Suppose if I want to install Python software into my mission, and you can execute by using any editor and command prompt. Using these two also, you can execute. So the task which I did now, okay, that is creating the demo.py program and executing. So this is also is nothing but something like this is second process, second type. Then third type, so there are some internal tools are there, so which you have to download and you have to execute. For example, you can say Anaconda. Okay, Anaconda Navigator is there. So what is the purpose of this Anaconda Navigator is, do you know, happily you can do the programs by highlighting with the syntaxes. Okay, even syntax highlightation will be there, auto suggestions will be there. Okay, so like that. So there are different tools are there in Anaconda Python. So using these, okay, so using these you can execute your programs. Similarly, sir, internally, once if you install Python software, then internal, okay, so internal IDE is also available in Python. Internal IDE is also available in Python. Just a minute, I will show. So once if you install Python software, yeah, observe here in Python 3.9, you can see internal IDE is there. Once if you click on this, you will get internal IDE where you can practice your programs also, no issues at all. Okay, so here also you can practice. Just it is taking some time. Yeah. Meanwhile, let me go with the remind. Okay, sir. it is open. Just a minute. This is nothing but Python 3.9.0 shell. Here also you can practice the programs. Sir, I want to print my name, so print of Prakash. Just click on enter, we will get the word. Okay, like this also you can practice, and even eclipse will provide support for Python. Okay, eclipse will provide support for Python. You can also use this IDE, and even spider is there. Okay, spider is there. It is also an external tool using which you can practice your programs. Okay, then do you know autumn editor is there? Autumn editor is there. Using this also we can execute our programs. Okay, even NetBeans also we can use. Visual C++ also use. Okay, like this multiple editors are there. You can use any editor. Okay, you can use any editor to do this program. Okay, to implement the Python program you can use any one of the editor. Okay, any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Yeah, don't worry, we will do the programs in all the editors. Yeah, today I explained the online editor and command prompt. Soon we will start this Anaconda editor and internal IDE also we will use, and Spider, Autumn, Eclipse, if possible. All the editors we will cover throughout the session. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Yeah. So let me revise what are the topics which we covered today. Okay. So what are the topics which we covered today? Sir, first topic. Okay. First topic what we covered in today's session is nothing but, okay, listen carefully. Sir, I explained Python programming language. Python programming language. Every word explanation, every word meaning, I clearly explained in the session. So what is mean by Python? What is mean by programming? And what is mean by language? Everything I explained. Then second topic which we covered is nothing but, so second topic which we covered is nothing but introduction, a small introduction to Python. So who developed Python? In which year it has been developed? What is the advantage, why we have to move for Python? Everything clearly I explained. Introduction to the Python programming. Then so third topic which we covered is nothing but, so program. Sir, which program we covered? So hello good morning program. Hello good morning program in, we covered in C, we covered in C++, we covered in Java, and also in Python. So then fourth topic which we discussed is nothing but program. So which program we have seen? Factorial in Java and Python. So I clearly explained in Java and then Python how to implement the program. So how easily we can reduce the code. I hope there is an internal module called math, and we can use this factorial function just to calculate a factorial of the given number. Okay, so like this I explained, and after completion of this, so just we have seen one more program. It is nothing but swapping of the given number. Program to swapping of two numbers. Swapping of two numbers in Java and Python we covered. So then after completion of this, immediately I explained why the name Python. So why they have chosen the name Python? What is the main purpose beyond that name history we covered? Then we have seen so versions of Python. So how many versions are there? Which is the latest version? Okay, have you updated here? Different versions are there, 3.1, 3.2, like that. So in my system 3.5, 3.6 and 3.9 is there. In the next session I will explain how to install 3.7 and 3.8 along with one different feature I will explain. Okay, so this is nothing but we covered, that is different versions of Python. And then we have seen so which companies are using Python. Almost all the companies are using Python. I have explained with the help of a image also. So then we have seen what are all the IDEs, what are all the IDEs that we are using. So these are nothing but IDEs: online editor and command prompt, Anaconda, internal IDE. You can use Eclipse, Spider, Atom, etc. Okay. Then so we have discussed one more topic. So that is nothing but commands used in Python execution. So whenever we are executing a Python, then what are the commands we used in execution? So these are the things which we covered in today's session. So any doubts on these things, please confirm. Yeah. Okay. So actually our Python weekend batch, okay, is going to function only on Saturdays and Sundays. Don't worry, we will wind up the syllabus. And one more thing is totally our Python totally our Python course is associated with three parts. So first part purely we are going to discuss about fundamentals, and the second part we are going to discuss about object oriented principles, and the third part we are going to discuss about GUI, graphical user interface, okay, like Tkinter, okay, database connectivity, how we are going to interact, how we are going to fetch the data from database, all the things we will cover, and object oriented principles also we will cover, and the fundamentals. Almost 25 to 30 topics are there, main topics, and inside that subtopics will be there like this. In today's complete session, it comes under fundamentals. It comes under fundamentals. Any doubts up to this, please confirm. Yeah, if you are having any doubts, you can ask me. Yeah. So Nishant, I hope it is there in I hope it is there in our website. Just a matter of minute, I will show you. Still any other doubts? Please confirm. Yeah. Just I'm trying to share our website. Yeah. So you can see here our syllabus is there. So Python 5 weekends batch. Once if you click on this, it will redirect to our syllabus page. Okay. Yeah. So this is nothing but the total 5 weekends. 5 weekends will be there. I am the trainer. Okay. These are the things which we are going to discuss. So in this, see here, just I provided introduction in today's session, and I explained different Python versions along with example programs. That's all. In the today entire topic, we covered only these two because it is a demo session. That's why I am covering only less topics. Few people are going to be joined, and tomorrow also we will take a revision part, and we will cover minimum two to three concepts. Okay. Yeah, then operators, flow control, string data structure, list data structure, tuple data structure, set data structure, dictionary, functions, modules, packages, patterns, object-oriented principles. Okay, around four parts are there. Exception handling, file handling, multi-threading. Okay, Python database connectivity, regular expressions, decorators, generator functions, assertions, logging. These are the things. Okay, so which are there in our syllabus. So you try to refer. I will share the link in our chat window. Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts? Yeah. Few doubts are there. Let me. Yeah, it will be available. I think so. You can contact the admin people. They will provide the recordings. Don't worry. Jay Kumar, you have to contact admin people. Okay. Nishant. Yeah, Nishant, we will complete. We will complete. Don't worry. Yeah, we will complete. Yeah, Python testing course. You please contact admin people for that. Okay, they will provide. Okay, Nishant. Yeah, any other doubts? Yes, please confirm. Any other doubts? Thank you, Nishant. Thank you so much. Any other? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow is also demo class, but tomorrow I will take the session and we will discuss the topics which we covered in the previous. Okay. Just we will cover the topics which we discussed in today's session and we will continue. Okay. Definitely tomorrow minimum 2 to 3 topics I am going to cover. Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts? Nishant, soon, soon, soon. Nishant, soon we will. Not now. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Jay Kumar. Okay, guys. So this is nothing but the end of today's session. So we will continue tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to cover a few more topics related to this introduction part. We will we will revise the topics which we discussed. Okay. So even we will see few programs also. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you for attending the class. You can leave the session. Thank you.